What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I'm out here on the run, getting things done. And I see the Netflix Pop the Balloon version is out there. And people, black folks, of course, are none too happy about it. Now, I never really watched that show. I just kind of like seen clips. You know, we know that Aaron the plumber was on there. We know that one doctor was on there, the dentist. You know, it has some really viral moments. It was a really good idea. The creators of it, I think, are a married couple, black married couple. And they really had a good thing going here. They apparently, you know, they did what a lot of people do. They had an idea, they built it up to a business, and then they sold it. People can say sell out or whatever, but you know, I mean, this is what a lot of people do. They build a business up, they sell it, they start over with a new venture, build that up, sell that. Perhaps they felt like they took it as far as they can, and it'd be better with Netflix to take it to the next level. They're on there as executive producers, though, so they're not completely gone from it. But people seem to be upset about the fact that Netflix has added white people to it. They're accusing Netflix of whitewashing it, which is highly amusing, because usually Netflix is being accused of doing the opposite. Netflix is usually accused of taking characters and making them black, non-black characters, and now making them black. I mean, we've all seen the memes. So Netflix, of all, being accused of whitewashing is amazing. But I don't know. If I had to guess what their reasons were for why they did this, I think that Netflix was trying to just make it more than just a niche audience. Now, this could blow up in their face. It could end up being a bad move. But I think that was the idea, was to make this more general. They wanted to reach a wider audience. There's always a risk with that. You have a product and it's doing really well amongst a niche audience, and you kind of want to take it more mainstream. You run the risk of not only alienating the original audience, but never reaching the new target audience that you're gunning for. I don't know, man. Time will tell. I think it's only one episode available of the Netflix version of Pop the Balloon, and it's being met with a lot of criticism. So I get it, though. I get both sides. I get Netflix attempting to try to make it more accessible to a wider audience, you know, trying to just make it more enticing for a wider audience. I get it, but I definitely understand the people who've been watching it since it became a thing, who've seen all the viral stuff. They really love the show the way that it is, and they just aren't happy with Netflix taking the direction that they are. I just think about how if it was some show that I really enjoyed watching and it ends up on a different network, so to speak, and then it's different. I remember we loved Family Matters, but when they jumped from TGIF to, what was it, CBS, the show wasn't the same, man. It really wasn't. The show wasn't the same. So I can't say I don't get it. I do. I'm just hoping for y'all that it's not equally as disastrous as that situation. I mean, Family Matters stuck around for what, like another season or two when they made that move, but you know, they made a lot of changes. They got rid of a lot of characters that were there before. I don't know if Jaleel White just needed more money and they wanted to kind of clear some cap space for him, while simultaneously trying to cut down the budget of the show in other places. I don't know, but people who grew up watching Family Matters like myself, they'll tell you the show didn't hit the same when they moved it. So I feel y'all pain, man. You Pop the Balloon fans out there, y'all loved it the way that it was. Y'all not feeling the changes. I can't even be mad at y'all, man. Just because this was a business decision with an attempt to reach a wider audience doesn't mean that it was the best decision for the show. The show's very niche audience, with, you know, I mean, it was clear it was very popular amongst black folks. I don't really know if this show is gonna take off like that amongst white folks as it did amongst black folks, because, you know, black folks and white folks kind of have different interests categorically. Black folks and white folks kind of have different interests. We have similar interests as well, but, you know, there's some stuff that's just always going to be a bit more popular with one group than with another. And I really think that Pop the Balloon, the format, the way that it was, it just might have been too tailored for the audience that was already receiving it, for them to make it something else. We'll see though, man. It's been one episode. We'll see what happens. Maybe they'll hear y'all complaints and they'll make the necessary changes to bring it back to the show that y'all love. I got fingers crossed for y'all though. Let me go ahead and keep it moving. I'm gonna leave it there. I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.